Pure London, I say, yo, go on, man.
Hello guys, hello. It's me again on Beat Basics 101. This is more of it's gonna be a fun one, this one, because I was actually challenged by a friend of mine who actually mixes my vocals for me to see if I can try and match the vocal mix that he's obviously worked on for one of my tracks that I produced featuring Malachi Sounds. So I'm obviously going to play this track that he's mixed so you get an understanding what we're working with, and then I'll kind of break down how I worked and what each individual element I used and what was it for on the track. So here we go.
Sassy girl, I with the walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, girl, you're my type. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. You give me different size. I did.
So yeah, that's it. There's more to it obviously, but this is obviously the version that was mixed down from him that he sent to me. He's obviously made it a bit more trickier than I expected because he didn't even complete the second part of the song. But he sent obviously over the files, and now I've got them, and I'm going to finish my own song. It's a bit of a taboo, I'll be honest with you, but I can if I put my mind to it. But it's a bit of a taboo. I don't really try to focus on vocal mixing. I'm more like just produce and work on that. But today this one's going to be a different tutorial about vocal mixing and what I had done to get the sound that you've heard just now. Right, cool. So you've heard this first part. Now, let's go into my part now. There we go.
Sassy girl, I with the walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, girl, you're my type. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. You give me different size. I did lose my mind when I see your face. Roll DJ, make we start to blaze.
Yeah, you heard that, guys. You heard that very well. But we tried, man. I don't know how you guys feel about that one, but I'm going to be a bit cheeky, so I think mine's a little bit more better still. But anyway, I'm going to break down what I've used on the main part. Won't go into too much detail. Let me switch things off. Yeah, it does look like I used a lot, but that's just how things have to be done sometimes. Right, cool. As you can see, I've used a DSR to start with, okay? For me, it's just getting rid of all the S's and all the stuff going on. Do you get it? So I've used a wave DSR. What is a DSR for? For those who don't know, obviously a DSR is a type of compressor designed to reduce harshes. Okay, so any S's or high end frequencies that may interrupt the way the smoothness of the track could go, it's there to kind of tame it, control it. You know, the key features is frequency control. That's what it does. It's practical to use on vocals to tame sharp constants, like I said, on hi-hat cymbals to soften the harshness. Also in mastering as well. You can use these in mastering as well to kind of polish your mix without losing brightness. So it is quite, you can be versatile depending on how, creative you can be with your VSTs. You can be versatile, but once again, I've used this one for specifically my vocals. So here it is, fresh, without any effects.
Sassy girl, I with the walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, you give me different vibe. You give me different style.
You see what I mean? This is completely a different person. It's a completely different person here. But yeah, there's no DS there. I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on in the higher end. Get rid of that straight away. Slapped it here, put on the DSR. I think I just went down until I started seeing it going mad. Just boom. You get what I mean? But let's play it now.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. I dey lose my mind when I see your face. Roll DJ, make we start to blaze.
So yeah, so that was that. It's doing its thing. I've also sometimes for those who are not good with understanding frequency in numbers, what I tend to do is I get out. You can get any like EQ. What I do is I get this out, and it helps me to kind of understand where I'm going. So I said I wanted it to be taming and working around the frequency around 10500. So that'll be around here somewhere. So 10k, you get what I mean, plus. So see, so it'll be working around here. Some people might be like, yeah, but why don't you use a EQ? Nah, it's different. You need to put DSR, and then you can add the frequency and do different things with the EQ. But I've used that there to get an understanding of where this is going. You see? Cool. That will be the DSR done. Next thing I added was the pitch corrector. I didn't use any fancy one. I just went straight away to Logic's preset. Straight away. I didn't waste time. You know, went into it, found a scale. It was a G major scale. Bam. I wanted it fast for the response. Normal. And I got what I got. So I'm going to play it now with and without so you can hear the difference. We'll take it on to the next part.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop.
There you go, that's it there. Now turn it on now.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God.
Yeah, so guys, for those who are not trying to understand, sorry, what pitch corrector goes, like, you know, some people will be like, it's the T-Pain effect, but if you want to give it a little bit more sense to what it is as a whole, you know, and what it is, it's a pitch corrector which automatically adjusts the pitch of a vocal or an instrument to its nearest correct note. Okay, so it keeps also performances in a tune, polish recordings, or create stylistic effects like famous auto-tune sounds like T-Pain. Key features for me personally is it tells the plugin, okay, which notes are correct for the song. So that's what creates that whole T-Pain effect, okay? It's definitely practical on vocals to fix small pitch issues without re-recording, on instruments like guitar or synths for tighter harmonies, and as a creative effect in pop, hip-hop, electronic music, like I said, T-Pain, hip-hop, all that stuff, R&B, but, you know, Afro beats as well. We use that a lot as well, but that's what it is, okay? Right, so I've added that now. We'll move on to a EQ. After that was done, I thought, I started kind of comparing the other version that I had that my friend sent to me, and I started comparing my own, and I said something was missing. Like I said, trust your ears, yeah? I had to get rid of some of that low end on the vocal. Let's play it without it.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop.
Now this is it with it on, and I'll explain what the EQ's job does for those who want to understand a little bit more in depth what you can use the EQ for. So this is it with it on.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God.
There you go. So, what is an EQ used for, guys? It's basically a tool that adjusts the balances and frequencies in audio. So it lets you boost or cut specific ranges like bass, mids, and treble. In this instance, I get rid of the low end stuff that you can't hear in this recording. That for me might interfere with the low end of the track overall, because there's a lot of bass pumping through this track. There's a lot going on the low end, and so if we can save some space and energy at that side, cut it off. Yeah. Yeah. So just remember, guys, when you're using the EQ, you cut the low end. It removes rumble from vocals, which is what I'm doing with a high pass filter. This is a high pass filter. So when you start from the low end, that's what we call a high pass filter. When you start from the other side, it's a low pass filter. And I'm doing this just specifically to remove the rumble and unnecessary lows to give space for the low end. So let's play it again.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. I did lose my mind.
Yeah, so you can see, you're probably looking at it thinking, oh, he's got another one right underneath that. Why can't you just do the same job with this? I'm thinking, nah. Sometimes when you listen to the track, you know, like I said, it's there to edit parts of the song that you feel needs a bit more. So I just wanted to give back a little bit from what I've taken out. Just a little bit. I think this one was from 0.8 dB. So it's not much going on. You won't even hear this difference. But trust me, all the little elements, they add towards the overall mix of this vocal. And I gave back to the, as you can see here, starting from like the high mids all the way to the high. Another one, guys. This just sprinkles everything. For me, it's the stuff. It does what it says it's gonna do. It gives your track fresh air. That's how I can put it. Fresh air, yeah. As you can see, it works from the mid, high as well. It's like an exciter, you know, an air enhancer plugin that adds brightness and clarity to your audio by boosting harmonic content in the higher frequencies. So this makes vocal instruments or entire mixes sound more open, polished, and professional without harsh EQ boosting. Yeah, this is when I don't want to do too much to interfere with the vocal, keep it as natural as I can. Yeah, you can use these on drum as well, you know. So you could put them in mix buses, you can use them in drums, you can use them on vocals, cymbals, anything to give it freshness. So that's what I did. Let's play it together now.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. I did lose my mind when I see your face. Roll DJ, make we start to blaze.
Right, that's it. So we move on to the next one. Yes,
You give me
my
different
favorite
vibe.
one,
You give me different
CLA
style.
76. This one has to be, for me, the compressor that I use a lot when it comes to vocals. Now, once again, compressor for me is what we do to add a punch, presence, or a character to vocals, drums, bass, and more. It's especially loved for its aggressive, energetic sound. The CLA 76 is what I'm going to say. Okay? Now, it's very practical on vocals for that aggressive presence. And as you heard in the mix, yeah, he was pretty much there. And this is some of the stuff that this does and it contributes towards. So we're going to play it with and without it. So this is it off, and I'll play it next with it on.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me say you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different.
Okay, now on now.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me say you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different.
Can you guys hear how like everything just glued everything together? So everything that I've used previously in this bus, yeah, like the it's just glued everything together. And things just seem a bit more in coordination, more in control. Let's listen to it again, guys.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me say you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. I did lose my mind when I.
It's just sounding a lot more together. For me personally, I love it. I love this app. It's just powerful if you know how to use it. Next thing I use is a saturator. Yeah, a saturator. This is, in most buses, the final thing that you can use just to glue and synchronize everything that's happened. So let's listen to it with, out, and with, okay?
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me say you walk it up non-stop.
Now I'm going to put it on now.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me say you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different style.
You're probably thinking, yeah, like I can hear it, but you're trying to describe what it was, yeah? This is what makes, like, most digital tracks fuller, warmer, and more alive, especially in electronic and hip-hop and Afrobeat. Saturation, we use that a lot to just keep everything concise. As you can hear here, it's just buzzed alive. The vocals, gluing everything together, synchronizing everything together. It's in the word, it's self-explanatory, to be honest with you. You know, saturator. Yeah, that was what it was. I've then obviously gone on to use an EQ, just to bring up a little bit more of that. I would classify this as a low-high. Yeah.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me say you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. I did lose my mind when I see your face. Roll DJ, make we start to blaze. You give me different vibe. You give me different style.
There you go. See, everything is put together now. There is a few more things I'm going to show you, but overall, we're there now. Yeah, so the last thing, I was just being extra. I don't really need this, to be honest with you, but I was just being extra. I've added the Xvox, not Xbox, guys, Xvox comp. So this is a vocal compressor plugin, okay, built to control dynamics and polish the vocal recording. So when anything to do with polishing can be added at the end, because you only polish when it's cleaned, yeah? So that's what I've done. So, you know, vocals often jump between soft and loud parts. You know, this compressor evens them out, keeping the performance consistent and professional, you know. So you can decide when the compression kicks in and how strong it is, you know, and the attack and the release shake quickly the compressor. Makeup gain restores the volume. It's just a great piece of kit to have. You need this, guys. If you ain't got it, let me know. So we add it now. Actually, before.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your
You
behind
see
one
that?
time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Sassy
Again
girl
now.
where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, you give me different vibe.
There you go. That's pretty much everything done, to be honest with you. Obviously, it took me a little bit longer than this to get through. I definitely lasted a long time cutting through the mix like that. But yeah, that is it. Obviously, he's got his ad libs, pretty much same, but just, done a bit of width controlling and panning. But overall, this is what I've done. Added a bit more. Sorry, I added. For those who know this, I've added. Let's have a look. This is obviously Valhalla Vintage Verb. So this is reverb. This is what I've added to kind of give it some vavavoom.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, you give me different vibe. You give me different style.
And now with the delay, I used Supernova. Okay, that's from Neuro Audio. That's what I used. There we go.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, you give me different vibe. You give me different style. I dey lose my mind when I see your face. Roll DJ, make we start to blaze.
Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. It's done. Yeah, let's compare it. I want us to compare what my friend sent me without even knowing what he used, and then we'll compare mine as well. So, and then you guys decide whether or not it sounds the same, or whether or not he uses mine. There's no right or wrong. It's just everyone's interpretation of how the sound needs to be. But he's asked me to emulate things here, so this is what I've done. So yeah, this is his version now.
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, girl, you're my type. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. You give me different size. I dey lose my mind when I see your face.
Yeah. So that's his, you get me? But then obviously I've come through as well. Like, I can do it too. You know what I mean?
Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, girl, you're my type. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. You give me different size. I dey lose my mind when I see your face. Roll DJ, make we start to blaze. Mommy, babe, no come to play. Day by day, you give me different vibe. You give me different style. You give me different size. You give me different vibe. Sassy girl where they walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop. Oh my God, girl, you're my type. You give me different vibe. You give me different style. You give me different size.
That's it, guys. That will be it. That's it. I'm not going to play too much of the song. I think you lot got a bit of it. But yeah, there you go. That's the song complete. This one will be released as well soon. I don't know when, but the song's complete. It's mastered. It's just I've got to wait for the right time to release it. But yeah, do check out my previous videos. There's quite a few content that I'm working on to release. Just subscribe. That's all I'm asking for. And any comments that you guys may want to drop is below. Feel free to ask any questions. Yeah, signing out. Beats Basic 101. Kudu.
Sassy girl, I with the walk by. Kill it, make we rub mine. Shake your behind one time, baby bounce one time. Let me see you walk it up non-stop.